Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss about the Mayor of the Casterbridge. Subtitle: The Life and Death of a Man of Character. Published in 1886. Let me introduce characters. First one, Michael Henchard. He is protagonist. His wife named Susan Henchard and her second husband Richard Newson. Then his manager, Michael Henchard's manager Donald Farfree, his worker Abel Whittle, his creditor Benjamin Gower, and Michael Henchard meet and proposes to marry Lucetta Templeman, and then Susan Henchard and Michael Henchard have a daughter named Elizabeth Jane. Some another important characters: Joshua Job, hired as Henchard's assistant; Christopher Coney, Nancy Mackridge, Mother Caxham, Solomon Longways, all are peasants in Casterbridge. Henchard is traveling with his wife Susan and his daughter Elizabeth Jane, and he is looking for employment. When they stop to eat, Henchard gets drunk, and in an auction that begins as a joke but turns serious, he sells his wife and their baby daughter Elizabeth Jane to Richard Newson. Richard Newson is a sailor for 5 guineas. In the morning, Henchard regrets what he has done and searches the town for his wife and daughter. Unable to find them, he goes into a church and swears an oath that he will not drink alcohol for 21 years, the same number of years he has been alive. After the sailor's death, 18 years later, Susan and Elizabeth Jane seek Henchard. Seek means search Henchard. Elizabeth Jane believes he is merely a long lost relative. They arrive in Casterbridge and see that Henchard is the mayor. Then Susan and Henchard meet and decide remarry Susan. Meanwhile, Henchard has hired Donald Farfree. Donald Farfree is a young Scotchman and new manager of his business. Elizabeth Jane is interested by Farfree, and the two begin to spend time together. Henchard becomes isolation from Farfree, but Farfree always impressed by Henchard, and Henchard asks Farfree to leave his business and to go out with Elizabeth Jane. Susan falls ill and dies soon after her remarriage to Henchard, after discovering that Elizabeth Jane is not his own daughter but Newson's. That's why Henchard hates her. So Elizabeth Jane decides to leave Henchard's house and live with a lady who has just arrived in town. Lady is Lucetta. Lucetta is a woman with whom Henchard was involved during Susan's absence. Having learned of Susan's death, Lucetta has come to Casterbridge to marry Henchard. While Lucetta is waiting for Henchard, it means want to meet Henchard, during she meets Farfree, and Farfree is too much attractive. That's why she like Farfree rather than Henchard. So Henchard known this matter. That's why Henchard open and expose the letter which she has sent to him. Lucetta refuses and says that don't expose this letter. That's why Henchard convinced and Lucetta and Henchard together. The event takes place one afternoon when Farfree is away and Lucetta becomes very ill. Shortly afterward, she dies. The morning after Lucetta's death or death of Lucetta, Richard Newson, who is actually still alive, arrives at Henchard's door and asks for Elizabeth Jane. Henchard tells him that she is dead. Actually, is not dead, but Henchard tells him lies, and Newson lives in sorrow. Elizabeth Jane stays with Henchard and also begins to spend more time with Farfree, while Henchard has increased to hate Farfree. He has increased closer to Elizabeth Jane. Then Elizabeth Jane go away Henchard's house. Elizabeth Jane is reunited with Newson. Newson is real father of her. And Newson and Farfree start planning the wedding between Elizabeth Jane and Scotchman. Scotchman is Donald Farfree. Henchard comes back to Casterbridge on the night of the wedding to see Elizabeth Jane, but she snubs him. Snub means insult him. He leaves again, telling her that he will not return. She soon regrets her coldness, and she and Farfree go looking for Henchard so that she can make her peace. Unfortunately, they find him too late, discovering that he has died alone in the countryside. He means Henchard. This novel's a question asked by UGC NET. That's why I am always discussing UGC NET point of view. So, question number 29. In which of Hardy's novels does the character Abel Whittle appear? The Mayor of the Casterbridge.